story begins with the commanding presence of Ulysses S. Grant, a name that echoes through American history with the weight of war, leadership, and transformation. When collectors hear about a Liberty-style Grant dollar tied to the years 1869 to 1877, curiosity instantly ignites, because those were the exact years of his presidency. The imagination quickly paints a silver coin struck during his lifetime, something rare, powerful, and almost mythical. This is where fascination takes hold, and collectors begin searching for a treasure that seems capable of turning an ordinary pocket discovery into an extraordinary fortune overnight. Yet the intrigue deepens because coins associated with Grant were not actually struck in 1869 or 1877. The dollar coin bearing his portrait belongs to a much later era, created by the United States Mint as part of a presidential tribute decades after his lifetime. This gap between history and modern minting has fueled countless rumors about lost silver strikes, or secret Liberty versions, making the coin feel even more mysterious. The idea that a forgotten prototype might exist is exactly what keeps collectors scanning every detail under magnification. When people describe a Liberty Ulysses S. Grant dollar, they usually imagine a shining silver surface, bold portrait, and a date that connects directly to the Civil War hero turned president. The reality is that official Grant dollars were made in golden-colored alloy, not silver, which instantly turns any silver-colored example into something intriguing. A coin that looks silver could be plated, altered, or in extremely rare cases, a minting anomaly. Those unusual appearances are precisely what collectors chase, because errors in experimental pieces can command astonishing prices. The years 1869 to 1877 carry emotional power because they represent Grant's leadership of a nation healing after conflict. A coin tied symbolically to that period feels like holding history in your palm. This emotional connection is often what drives value far beyond metal content. When collectors believe a coin bridges a historical moment, demand rises, and with demand comes a possibility of extraordinary price tags that spark headlines. Mint marks also play a huge role in the fascination. Coins struck at different facilities sometimes show subtle variations, and collectors treat those tiny letters as clues. A rare mint mark paired with unusual coloring or striking characteristics can turn an ordinary presidential dollar into something special. When people claim an 1869 or 1877 Grant coin with a rare mark, they are essentially describing a perfect storm of rarity, history, and mystery. The legend grows when stories circulate about prototype strikes. Throughout coin history, experimental pieces have occasionally surfaced decades later. If a Grant-themed coin were ever discovered with unusual metal composition or design variation, collectors would treat it as a major find. Even the possibility of such a discovery keeps excitement alive, pushing collectors to examine every detail with careful attention. Condition is another factor that transforms value dramatically. A coin that looks untouched, with crisp lettering and smooth fields, instantly stands apart. High-grade examples always attract stronger offers because they preserve the original beauty of the design. If a Grant dollar appears unusually sharp and clean, collectors often suspect it could be something more than standard circulation currency. There is also the allure of historical storytelling. Coins tied to famous presidents carry built-in narratives, and Grant's story is especially compelling. A leader who rose from battlefield victories to the presidency symbolizes resilience and determination. Holding a coin bearing his image feels like holding a piece of that journey, and collectors often pay for the emotion as much as a rarity. Another reason these coins spark excitement is the possibility of minting errors. Off-center strikes, doubled lettering, unusual finishes, or missing edge inscriptions can transform value instantly. A Grant dollar with any unusual trait becomes a candidate for serious collector interest. These imperfections, ironically, are what sometimes create the most valuable coins. Metal composition rumors also drive speculation. Many people believe that some Grant dollars were accidentally struck on silver planchets. While confirmed examples are extremely rare, the idea itself fuels a hunt. A coin that appears heavier or brighter than normal quickly becomes the subject of intense scrutiny. Collectors also focus on design details. The portrait sharpness, the Liberty inscription, and the surrounding lettering all matter. Small differences can indicate a unique striking process. When someone finds a coin that looks slightly different, excitement spreads quickly among enthusiasts. Market demand plays a powerful role as well. Presidential coins tied to iconic figures often experience waves of popularity. During those moments, prices can rise rapidly, especially for unusual examples. A Grant coin with distinctive features might suddenly attract competitive bidding. Authentication becomes essential when values climb. Professional grading services examine coins under magnification, confirming authenticity and condition. A certified rare Grant dollar can command significantly higher prices because buyers trust the evaluation. Without authentication, uncertainty keeps offers lower. The concept of hidden treasure is what truly captures imagination. Many collectors dream of finding a rare coin in loose change or old collections. A Grant dollar that looks unusual instantly sparks that dream. The possibility of discovering something valuable keeps interest alive. Historical symbolism also adds weight. Grant's presidency represented rebuilding and unity. A coin tied to that era feels meaningful beyond monetary value. Collectors often pay more for coins that tell a story, and Grant's story is among the most powerful. Another fascinating element is scarcity perception. Even if only a handful of unusual examples exist, the rumor of rarity alone can drive demand. When collectors believe a coin is rare, they pursue it more aggressively, which pushes values upward. The excitement intensifies when auctions highlight unusual presidential dollars. Each sale sets a new reference point. A rare error or unusual finish can surprise the market, encouraging others to recheck their collections. That cycle keeps the search active. Visual appeal matters too. Coins with bright surfaces and clear details naturally attract attention. A striking Grant portrait combined with Liberty-style elements creates strong collector appeal. Beauty often influences value just as much as rarity. In the end, the fascination surrounding a Liberty-style Ulysses S. Grant dollar tied to 1869 or 1877 is driven by mystery, history, and the dream of discovery. Whether real rarity or misunderstood variation, the idea of a hidden treasure keeps collectors searching.